Opinion. Edo 2020. Obaseki has fought well. Even if he loses at the poll, he remains a hero. While the political turmoil rocking the Edo state continues to endure with various intrigues emerging every day, it is very convenient for Nigerians to believe that the state governor, Godwin Obaseki, seems to be the one to blame for the series of unpleasant development. Nonetheless, it's worth remembering, as the famous saying goes, there is never a smoke without a spark. Consequently, it is appropriate to understand that the basis of the lingering crisis in the Edo political scene as a whole stands against the incumbent governor political godfatherism. It is because godfatherism is a political style that imposes one person's will on all people and ultimately deprives them of the true dividends of democracy and governance, while the supposed godfather enriches his or her pocket with compromised means inside government. Recall that in December last year, according to Punch NG, during the APC crisis, Edo State Governor Mr. Godwin Obaseki reported that in 2016, the national chairman of the All Progressive Congress, Mr. Adams Oshiomhole, not only named the next state governor, he also appointed the deputy governor, the state secretary, and also assembled a list of commissioners in his living room. Consequently, in January, as the APC crisis continues, according to Daily Post, Obaseki reiterated that he came to office to combat godfatherism but faces opposition from former state governor Adams Oshiomhole, who he says is reneging on the mandate. Obaseki said Comrade Oshiomhole came to me asking us to join forces to fight and end the state practice of godfatherism. The relationship helped shift the state's growth narrative that led me to politics. I am in politics to change people's life. We believed Oshiomhole to fight godfatherism, he added. He said godfatherism isn't good, but today he's saying godfatherism is fine. He said let people lead, but he wants to lead people today against their interest. Consequently, owing to an alleged faulty certificate, he was skimmed out of APC governorship primary, and one wonders how the same certificate he used for 4 years has now become faulty. Recall that this was the same case of the ex-governor of Lagos State Ambode, who was presumed to have been ousted by the APC National Chief Bola Ahmed Tinubu after he had long battle with the Jagaban of Lagos and was subsequently humiliated at the APC direct governorship primary in 2018. Nevertheless, in Obaseki's case, by pitching his tent with the PDP, he did not give up on his agenda of ending godfatherism. This alone shows his dogginess in freeing Edo people. At the end, if he succeeds, he'll benefit, and Edo's people will benefit, and Edo people will benefit more, because by then the governance will be about making life better for the citizens rather than enriching a supposed political godfather's wallet. Okay, even if he loses at the vote, he'll be remembered for his doggedness and he'll remain a hero as he is shown an act of courage to combat injustice in Nigeria's political space and particularly in Edo. In the current political scenario in Edo State, do you think Obaseki has a chance to overcome the political debacle before him and triumph at the September 19 polls? Well, this is serious. Well, meanwhile, some people are of the opinion that Obaseki is even scared and he knows that he has failed already. Well, and it is said that if he fails, he would have himself to blame because he had the whole time to resolve the crisis. Okay, Oyatena is saying that nothing like if in politics, these are calculations in politics. Okay, there are calculations in politics. Well, our prayer is that the good Lord will make the main person to emerge. It is said that Tinubu had on Friday night took a dig at Obaseki and predicted a loss for the governor at the September 19 governorship poll in the state. And meanwhile, Tinubu maintained that the governor will be voted out due to his woeful leadership, adding that Obaseki promised to be a leader of all the citizens in the state but has denied 2/3 of the people of his state their right to representation in the state's only legislative chamber. Okay, and he had also accused Obaseki of committing impeachable offenses. Edo State has been embroiled in political crisis since Thursday when armed policemen invaded and took over the State House of Assembly. But reacting to the former Lagos governor's remarks in another statement, the PDP national spokesman Kola Ologbondiyan called on Tinubu to stop whining over the failure of the coup against the Edo State House of Assembly by the APC. Well, meanwhile, Ologbondiyan also noted that Tinubu's comment has proven true the allegation that the horrendous attempt to seize the Edo legislature as the fingers of the APC leadership for their personal reasons. Okay, and the People's Democratic Party anyway and the National Campaign Council for Edo State Governorship Election cancels the former governor of Lagos State Asiwaju Bola Tinubu to stop whining over the failure of the coup against Edo State House of Assembly by the All Progressive Congress APC. And the PDP campaign said the whining by Asiwaju Tinubu has further validated allegations that the horrendous attempt to seize the Edo legislature as the fingers of the APC leadership for their personal reasons. Okay, well, our campaign notes that Asiwaju position also confirms allegations that some people in the APC are bitter with Governor Godwin Obaseki. Well, our prayer is that the good Lord should make this election a free and fair one. That has been our prayers, and the good Lord will make it work out the way it has been expected. And that is it, my people. Well, meanwhile, let me have more takes from you on this, and remember to subscribe for more updates. Thanks, and God bless.